The UIM ABP Aquabike World Championship is set for another thrilling year as the sport's most acclaimed and prestigious international jet ski series embarks on its 26th season as dozens of riders from all over the globe battle it out in 4 categories: the Ski Division GP1, Ski Ladies GP1, Freestyle, and the Runabout GP1. 6 Grand Prix are scheduled this season, with the championship launching its 2020 campaign in February, visiting Kuwait for the first time, with a Grand Prix taking place in the country's modern and dynamic capital, Kuwait City. The 2020 season will then head to Europe, followed by China and the Far East, before the season finale in Sharjah in the UAE. In the Ski Division GP1, the man to beat is unquestionably Austrian ace Kevin Ryder, as he bids for a 4th World Championship and a title hat-trick in his 6th campaign on the UIM ABP Tour. For the last 2 years, the Ryder-Chris Wilkinson victory combination has been near perfect, with Ryder winning all but 2 of 19 motos and 6 out of 7 Grand Prix, and he will line up in Kuwait looking to make it 7 Grand Prix wins on the bounce and top the all-time list with 14. We met the 3-time and defending world champion at Victory headquarters in Dubai.
Yeah, hey, welcome. We're here at Victory Team in the UAE, Dubai. It's the headquarters. We're here in the jet ski department. Working behind me is Chris Wilkinson on the ski. We're just preparing for the 220 season and going out to test today at Jumeirah Beach. And I'm just looking forward. We've got 4 guys full-time working on the skis. They're just having a new hull, getting ready to be prepared for next season. So we hopefully will be on the new hull as all tests go well. I'm really looking forward to it because it's gonna mean it's a different way of riding. There's more speed involved, and we have a new challenge for next year. The boys are working amazingly hard, and it's just, I can't wait for next season.
So yeah, we're now in the composite department where we manufacture the hulls. So basically now behind me is hopefully the 2020 version of the ski we've been working on this year. We've done all our development and testing this year. Everything we've learned, we've tried to put into this hull, so hopefully we have something really amazing for 2020. We're here in the jet ski and the formula department. We have all the formula boats kept here when they're here during the off season, and then the main work here during the whole year is the jet ski development, because we have the jet skis traveling a lot of the time. We also have jet skis here which we're working on constantly, getting ready, and so right now we have the skis getting ready for the 2020 season, so we're just going to get everything prepared for this. I met Kevin. I used to race against Kevin when we were kids. We started out in junior class together, so I've known him a long time. He's got a very high ability, he's a natural rider, and he's also training very hard. So when I got put in charge of the jet ski department here and we needed to find a strong rider to establish the team, he was an easy choice for me to go to.
Always had the dream to be working with him, and because we've got the same passion for the sport and the same desire to evolve and win, and doing it for the right reasons. So kind of the bond between us is really strong, and it really works well, and I think it's shown in our results as well. It's a great privilege. The team has been here for a long time, and we won the World Championship in our first year competing. And it feels amazing giving Victory Team another World Championship and adding myself to the list of one of the best powerboat and aquabike racers that has ever been made in history. So we're here in my favorite section at Victory Team. It's where I spend most of the hours at the moment, just to prepare and get ready, doing all my physical work. And it's cool because the guys are working down there right now, preparing for the next test, and I'm here doing my homework, doing my gym, and it just works out great. I love to be here, and ride jet ski, but also to keep myself fit and ready for next season. With Victory we can create our own hulls, we can create our own engines, build their own engines, so working with Chris together makes it really, really great, because I can give him great feedback about the hulls and he understands and sees the feedback as well, and takes that to develop and continue working harder and harder to improve and really get better from race to race.
Heading a group of riders who will be intent on dethroning the champion is Norwegian Daniel Sve Andersen, who starts his campaign on the back of his strongest season on the UIM ABP Tour with a pair of podiums and the championship runners-up slot. Andersen's fellow Norwegians will once again be running for podium glory. Last year's world number 3 Stan Shetline looking for a first ever world title, and Ulrik Berntsson looking to continue his excellent graph following top 3 finishes in the last 5 motos of 2019. Other top contenders looking to upset Ryder and the Norwegians will be Frenchman Axel Courtois, who finished 2019 world number 4, the very consistent young Hungarian Barnabas Szabo, and exciting Danish rider Anders Keller. Also back for a first full season in years is the former world number 2 Nacho Adamias of Spain.
After a complicated 2018, working a lot on my body, also in a new ski, and trying to have everything on point to finally put together a good year and be fighting for like the real positions I should be fighting since 2016. A couple of young talents, like guys from UAE coming up really fast, and it's nice to see that because I'm 26 now and it reminds me when I was 16, 17, pushing to be here.
Looking to consolidate some promising performances in 2019 and vie for possible podiums and Grand Prix titles in 2020 is the talented Emirati Salman Alawadi, Estonian Markus Lutsekert, and Czech rider Lukas Binar. In Ski Ladies GP1, Sweden's defending world champion Eminelli Ortendal will be the target for the anticipated field of 12 as the 21-year-old starts her campaign to win a third UIM AVP title after an impressive 2019, winning all but one moto and Grand Prix, topping the all-time rankings with 10 Grand Prix wins and 19 podiums. Ortendal has signed up for a new partnership with the UAE powerhouse Team Abu Dhabi, joining freestyle world champion Rashid Al Mullah and runabout ace Rashid Al Tayer as the first female member of the team.
I just signed with the Team Abu Dhabi for 2020 season, and I'm super excited for the coming year and all the racing that we will do together. So they will support me in the World Championship, and I'm really, really honored to be the first woman ever to sign with this Abu Dhabi team. So it means a lot to me, and this will bring my racing a step further and a step further to my goal to be even more professional.
As you know, that Abu Dhabi team tried to always to extend and to be involved with all the races. We saw her that she's a talent, so for that we are willing to join her in our team.
For 2020 season, I am preparing as much as I could. I'm training as hard as I can. I am training down to build up until Kuwait in the first race. So I'm really excited for the season to start, and I hope to do my best performance again and outperform my last result. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. My biggest rivals in 2020 will again, of course, be Jonna Borgström, and I think Jasmine Prowse will have fast skis and a really good train. Also, Krista is coming back even stronger, so I think the field is gonna be a challenge. but that's what racing is, and I really love it. So I really hope the girls will become even stronger, and me too, so we can fight even faster on the course.
Queuing up to try to steal her crown this season is a wealth of talent, with her fellow Swede Jonna Borgström amongst those likely to be right up there. Borgström is back to her best after a long period of rehabilitation and returning to full fitness following a broken arm, and she proved it by taking her maiden Moto and Grand Prix victory in Sharjah last year to end the season as overall runner-up. Others to look out for include three-time Grand Prix winner Estelle Porret, who finished on the year-end podium, Estonian rider Jasmine Praus, the ever-improving Sophie Borgström, and French rider Jessica Chauvin, who picked up her first UIM AVP podium in Sharjah. Also back after injury for her first full season since winning the world title in 2018 is Latvian sensation Krista Uzare.
2019 has been awesome so far, and it's been a great season. I think the best season I've ever had because I've learned the most of it. Because the athlete is only truly challenged when they actually have an injury, and that's what happened to me. So it was a season to learn from, but hopefully next season is going to be way better. And I'm already in really good physical shape, so all we have to do is prepare mentally, and we're ready to go, and I can't wait for Kuwait to start. My biggest rival is myself. I don't usually compete with other girls, I can compete with myself, and if you do your best, you always perform the best. So I never concentrate on any other athletes, so it's all about me and my best performance.
Also in the mix and more than capable of upsetting even the best laid plans are French rider Virginie Morlaich, British rider Molly Fern, and the youngest member of the Johansson Aquabike dynasty, Janina Johansson. In the freestyle, Team Abu Dhabi's Rashid Al Mullah has dominated the category for the last 2 years, and this season he goes in search of his title hat-trick. The Emirati aerial trickster is a class above his rivals and is enjoying a remarkable run that began back in 2016. Overall victory in the season opener will extend his unbeaten Grand Prix winning streak to 11. Two-time championship runner-up from Italy, Roberto Mariani, is the man heading the list of challengers, which includes Russian Sergei Chemezov, who finished in third overall last year, Czech Aquabat Jaroslav Turner, and Portuguese rider Paulo Nunes. With over 20 confirmed riders and with all the usual protagonists signed up for this year, another enthralling title battle is expected in 2020 in the Blue Ribbon event, Runabout GP1. Last year's Runabout GP1 title race was simply epic, swinging one way then the other before being decided on the final lap in Sharjah. After 10 years of trying and coming agonizingly close, Frenchman Jeremy Perez has now nailed 2 championships in a row after winning the 2019 title against incredible odds, and he will be looking to become the first Frenchman to win 3 titles and also become only the second rider in the sport's history to complete the hat-trick.
For 2020 we had to work already, the preparation for 2020, and we had to work a lot. We have a new project for this new season. I think it will be a nice season, and with a big challenger will come this year. We changed many things. We had to build a new jet ski for the new season. Now we have to prepare the engine, but for next season we have a new. We will prepare something similar, but a little bit different from that year. For this winter I will ride a lot in snowmobile, that it's few similar to the jet ski because jet ski is cold in our country, so we will start to go on jet ski in March. So it will be not easy to prepare the jet ski in the beginning, but after for the rest of the season, I will be training a lot with my ski and find the best setup. Many years with Youssef Abdourazak, we have to fight for the title. That is very nice because it's a really strong rider. We have sometimes we crash, but it's not because we want. We are every time close together. We are big level, and I like this guy because it's really a good guy on the water, on the land. So really, when we are on the water, it's every time I know we will fight for win. You know, when he's in front of me, it's difficult to catch him because he's strong, and also when he's behind me, we need to block him for no pass. And it's a strong guy, and I think he will be here again.
The only other rider to complete the hat trick that Perez seeks to emulate is four-time world champion Kuwaiti Youssef Abdourazak, who won 3 in a row between 2015 and 2017. The Kuwaiti has already written himself into the history books as the category's most successful rider and will be looking to add to his tally of 13 Grand Prix victories. We met up with Youssef Abdourazak in his hometown, Kuwait City, as he prepared for the new season and the first round in home waters.
The 2020 season is going to start in Kuwait. That is a very big achievement that we did with the new club. I will focus first on, healing my shoulder a bit, taking a bit of a rest, and then as well do training in the gym, and then like a month before the race I will do the intensive training to be 100% ready to represent my country. Most of the training that I do is cardio, body weights, and cycling is the most thing I do, which is for the heart rate to be best. I do a lot of stretching, yoga. So basically my training is not weights or any that heavy type of training. So that's my strategy coming to the first race, and it's been working well with me, as well as training on the jet ski as well. I pick it up like usually a month before the race. I do like 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the weather condition, depending on the situation. Sometimes I do like, I balance between the gym and the jet ski training. I always listen to my body, give it rest, it's not always training. The rest is important, sleep is important, treat your body the way it should be respected. So yeah, I do a lot of different type of strategies coming into the next race. I will do, what I think is best, because it's going to be in my country and I would want to represent it the best way possible. We initiated our new club at March of this year. So it's a new club, and we are a team that is very eager and hungry to do a lot of work, achieve great results, and we have been showing it. The team is been doing really well, but we are new, we are learning, and give us time and we will do the best.
If anyone has any greater incentive to start the year well, it is Denmark's Markus Jorgensen, who was within sight of completing a famous double last season, having won the GP2 title earlier in the year, and was in sight of the finishing line with the GP1 title in his hands when he broke down, ultimately ending the year on the third step of the championship podium. Amongst the list of title challengers will surely be Sweden's rising star Samuel Johansson. The 17-year-old is an outstanding talent who burst onto the international scene in 2018, winning the GP2 World Championship before making his senior UIM ABP Tour debut at the last race of that year, clinching the GP1 European title, and in 2019 becoming world number 2 behind Perez. Poland's Andrzej Wisniewski is another who has some unfinished business to address and disappointment to make up for after easily his best season, picking up 2 podiums and leading the title race heading into the decider in Sharjah. Disqualification in the penultimate moto derailed his hopes, finishing the year in 4th, though with the consolation of topping the world rankings. Team Abu Dhabi's Rashid Al Tayer is another who has the pace and ability to challenge for Grand Prix and title honors in 2020. The UAE rider picking up his maiden moto and Grand Prix win in the 2019 opener, but reliability issues ultimately thwarted a season-long challenge. Swedish rider Johan Johansson wants to build on his podium finish at the season ender in Sharjah, where he shared the podium with his son Samuel. While another rider to look out for is Estonian Anton Pankratov. Also in the mix are Japan's Hajime Izahai, who won a first ever moto for a Japanese rider in 2019. Female runabout rider Andrea Dominguez of Colombia. Lino Araujo of Portugal, and his countryman Christoph Augustinho, and also Jan Jensen of Denmark. It promises to be yet another action-packed, adrenaline-fueled year of high-octane racing as the world's best and most daring riders do battle in the 2020 UIM ABP Aquabike World Championship. See you in Kuwait.